I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in Cathology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in Cathology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in Cathology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Hi, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
Night has fallen here in Muntinlupa, and this is the home of PhilBasket for this week, the Muntinlupa Sports Center. We're about to bring you the fourth and final encounter here in today's quadruple header. Nueva Ecija Capitals contra sa Family's Brand Sardines at Tommy Sardines, Zamboanga. Thank you so much for watching us here. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Zumu, or TikTok, or on Solar Sports, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik ng PhilBasket Summer Championship 2022. Ako po si Bob Guerrero. Kasama ko ngayon si Coach Mike Perez. And we've saved the best for last. This is going to be a fantastic game.
Oh, it is definitely. Both these teams actually wanting again to advance to that advancing 8 teams so that they get a chance on the next round.
That is correct. The Nueva Ecija Capitals 6-1. They want to prove their dominance today against Atami Sardines. And as they routed the AFP side the other day. It wasn't even close, Mike.
That's right. 60 points in the paint, 64 bench points of the 93 points that they made in that game. Just credit to the depth of the bench of itong Nueva Ecija. And of course, the scoring was led by Mabulak, Pamboy, Raimundo, Viloria, and Wico, all scoring double figures for Nueva Ecija.
There is Wico. He's had to take a break in some of the games, but he is a very dynamic force for the Central Luzon team.
Right. Of course, Michael Wico, very pesky guard, always ready to attack on the offensive end, excellently moving without the ball. These guys average 17 minutes per game, 11 points on 60% field goal shooting, and really decent from three-point region with 33% clip.
That's right. That's why a big, beautiful 6-1 mark for Nueva Ecija. Sa panig naman ng Atami Sardines, they've had a up and down season, 3-3. They did, however, get a big win over Pasig the other day.
And they're looking to build on that win against Pasig. Of course, what they did in Pasig, they really took away everything that's comfortable on the offensive and defensive side for Pasig. Able to score 64% from the field and 38% conversions from the three-point region, and unselfishly dishing out 26 assists to totally dominate that game, especially in the fourth quarter.
And talk about veteran leadership, Chito Jaime for Atami Sardines.
Well, Chito Jaime has been an excellent standstill three-point shooter for them. Deadly on ball screens. They want him involved in every ball screens because every time he pops outside of that action, there's almost an assured three-pointer made from a Chito Jaime.
So coming up, it's going to be Nueva Ecija versus Family's Brand Atami Sardines. Zamboanga. We'll turn you now over to our venue announcer, Mr. Noel Zarate.
This is the Phil Basket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. And we are now at game number 4 here at the Muntinlupa Sports Center, featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals taking on Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, Zamboanga. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Nueva Ecija Capitals, a 5'8" guard from Mapua University, number 7, Hezet Gabo. A 6-foot guard from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 29, Michael Huico. A 6'1" forward from Jose Rizal University, number 51, Byron Villarias. A 6'4" forward from Lyceum Subic Bay, number 23, JJ Collado. And a 6'4" center, also from JRU, number 28, Michael Mabulak. Head coach for Nueva Ecija is Jerson Cabiltes. And now the starters for Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, Zamboanga. A 5'10" guard from the Centro Escolar University, number 0, Aaron Heruta. A 6'1" guard from the National University, number 2, Chino Mosqueda. A 6'4" center from the University of the East, number 9, Adi Santos. A 6'2" forward from Systems Technology Institute, number 17, Chaps Bautista. And a 6'4" forward from AMA, number 28, Chito Jaime. Head coach for Atami Sardines Zamboanga is Hubert De Los Santos. Our officials for this game, referee Jojo Gillis. First umpire, Eric Ilocani. Second umpire is Seth Hugo. And the technical...
So, Collado, Villarias, Mabulak, Gabo, and Wico sa panig ng Nueva Ecija. For the Atami Sardines, Chaps Bautista, Jaime, Adi Santos, Aaron Heruta, and the sweet shooting Chino Mosquedo III.
Well, the usual starting 5 here for both these teams. Again,
Atami Sardines in green. Nueva Ecija Capitals in all white, playing from right to left. Byron Villarias. Jay Collado inside. Mabulak He's gonna get this off the glass, and he's gonna go to the line as well.
And they immediately go to their patented high-low play with Jay Collado and Michael Mabulak. That's gonna be, I guess, a very difficult cover for any of the teams here in PhilBasket because both these guys are very strong and have really good perimeter shots. So either way, it works for both of them.
We just want to greet a happy birthday to Jeff Del Puerto and greetings to boss Jenny Ocampo. Here is Chino Mosqueda III, and here is Chito Jaime. And possession will stay with Tommy Sardines.
Well, both teams starting off with their base offensive sets. Tommy Sardines starting off with that side weave, ending up with that 3 by Chito Jaime.
Aaron Heruta for 3, hard off the front rim. For Atami Sardines, you want to say, will the real Atami Sardines please stand up? You know, they've struggled. Yeah. They've lost 3 games. But they routed Pasig, a good Pasig team the other day. Which Atami Sardines team are we going to see now? Adi Santos, Aaron Heruta, Japs Bautista trying to thread the needle, looking for Santos. Chino Mosqueda will not miss with the corner 3.
Well, one thing that both these teams pride on is interior passing, and we saw that time on Atami Sardines, which they kicked it out to that Chino Mosqueda 3.
Mabulak kinapos ang hook shot. Japs Bautista finds his point guard. Jaime, the left-hander. Is he by any chance a left-hander?
No, it's a right-handed guy. He's really just good at shooting with the left. But, you know, Nueva Ecija did the right thing. Long close out on Chito Jaime because you don't want him to take that standstill 3-pointer, make him a driver, and, you know, hope that your bigs inside will be able to stop him.
Take out his right side and pray that he'll miss with his left side.
Right.
Which obviously did not happen. 38 years young is Chito Jaime, former PBA player. So much experience. Adi Santos. Chino Mosqueda. Japs Bautista will miss. Bagong 14 para sa Atami Sardines. Six to shoot. Mosqueda. And Jay Collado just relieves him of the possession as Byron Villarreal will give Nueva Ecija a 6-5 lead.
And here's the thing about Nueva Ecija, they have a variety of offensive schemes that they use, different ploys. And this is, I guess, one of the better offensive teams that we have in this league.
The first loss for Nueva Ecija, only one in opening day against, I want to say against Tanduay, I believe.
Look at that.
Jay Collado is adding to his offensive rebounding stats and eventually is rewarded with a trip to the 15-foot line.
Roughly about 3 offensive rebounds there for Jay Collado. And one thing that's noticeable though, on the ploy of Nueva Ecija, every time they see Chito Jaime inside the paint, they want to exploit that because they feel they have stronger and bigger bigs that Chito Jaime would be having a tough time containing.
Jay Collado for Nueva Ecija. 7-5 is the score.
And immediately Coach Hubert, recognizing that intent of Nueva Ecija to exploit Chito Jaime, takes him out and to replace him with Jeff Abilionar.
Former National University Bulldog, Jeffrey Abilionar. And he's gonna pop from top of the key, and he is on target, and we're tied at 7.
Known for his medium-range jumper and a good passing ability from the post. That's what Jeff brings to this team.
Byron Villarreal, 3-pointer, a swish for Villarreal, and just like that, the Capitals take a 10-7 lead. Interesting that there's no Gerson Cabiltes on the sideline for Nueva Ecija tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never noticed that. And so would be good to see how the team responds with Coach Gerson not in there. And so far they're responding well. Go ahead.
Harold Nung is a player on the roster, but he's not activated today. And he is playing the role of an assistant coach there for the Central Luzon team. And everybody talks about Hesed Gabo being one of the best guards in this league, Coach.
And I guess that's how really organized and disciplined this team is. I mean, I never noticed that Coach Gerson wasn't there, but the system, you felt that he was inside the court and coaching this team.
We'd like to thank Contigo Scoreboard Multi-Sports Scoring Solution. And our Contigo Scoreboard shows that it's a 12-7 lead to Nueva Ecija. We'll turn you over now to Naj Mirabales.
Thanks, Bob. Hinahanap niyo si Coach Gerson. Coach Gerson is actually not here because he is sick. Masama daw yung pakiramdam kaya hindi na lang sumama. So ang nakausap natin is si Coach Noy Catalan of Nueva Ecija. He told their players that there is no room for complacency from this point on. Ika nga ni Coach, bilog ang bola at dapat first to fourth quarter, pukpok pa rin. Pagdating naman sa effort, Coach Hubert of Atami is pleased with his team's effort last game versus Pasig Santa Lucia. He saw how much their chemistry has improved, which he knows will be a big plus in this game today. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Nadia. And Coach Gerson, we know you're watching. Yep. And we wish you a very speedy recovery. And you know, Coach Gerson Cabiltes, he watches games here when his team isn't playing.
Right.
And somebody told me, malapit kasi ang bahay nun. So I asked, malapit ba bahay mo? Sabi niya, hindi malapit yung bahay ko. Talagang dinadayo niya talagang Muntinlupa para mag-scout lang ng mga ibang koponan dito. And he's just such a passionate coach. Talking about passion, Uiloan is in the game now for Nueva Ecija. Jonathan Uiloan, in the halftime of the last game, he was out doing his own shooting practice.
That's right. And Jonathan Uiloan was here very early at the half of that previous game, as we see JJ Collado hit the three. And JJ, of course, known for his range. He's a stretch four that can drive as well after a shot fake. And that's what he's been known for.
Always nice to have a big burly fellow who can shoot. Michael Mabulak has opened up a 17-7 lead. Hesed Gabo, this is the Happily Korean Kitchen assist delivery of the game. Happily is available by delivery and takeout. The grab. We're going to talk about Happily again later. Meanwhile, we've got a timeout. 10-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Gabo. We just want to remind everybody that there's one more Phil Basket match day tomorrow, but we return to San Jose del Monte in Bulacan. So lahat ng mga Bulaqueño at Bulaqueña na mahilig sa basketball, come to the sports complex over in SJDM. We've got great action all day tomorrow before we take our break for Holy Weekend. We will be in Bulacan for the rest of April. Michael Mabulak. And looks like he's paid a price. Mabulak is shaken up.
And
he's got that knee brace, and I think he's favoring that wheel.
Right. Well, of course, Michael Mabulak, one of the really big guys for Coach Gerson. Solid 5, really strong, going right. Excellent post player. Very physical, and let's not forget he's the reigning MVP.
And he has just airballed his free throw. For out of Dasmariñas, Cavite is Michael Mabulak, and JR Taganas is coming in, and you love to have somebody with the experience and skill set of Taganas coming off the bench if you're a Nueva Ecija fan.
They're gonna run, yeah. They're running an elbow 2 right now. Maybe this comes off a stagger and a dribble handoff. There you go.
Paalala lang that Phil Basket is brought to you by Celium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. Chino Mosqueda. Jeffrey Javillanar. Online, but a bit too strong, and Hesed Gabo. What a play from Hesed Gabo, and he goes straight to the referee asking why there's no foul.
Well, Hesed Gabo, a spunky player, always ready to attack that rim, and he's always been that leader that commands his team for Nueva Ecija.
Coco Pingoy is in the game. Here's your pure gold mover of the game. And he thought that Pingoy bumped him. Brought to you, of course, by our presenting sponsor, Pure Gold.
Yeah, maganda dyan kay Hesed Gabo. He likes to create off the dribble. So every time he does that, yung opportunities to score opens up for his teammates.
Javillanar will knock in the first free throw. 12-point lead early on. Split for Javillanar. And Chris Bituon has checked in, the former Manila player. And here is Renz Palma. And Bobby Balucanag is also in the mix.
Pag tinignan mo yung rotation ng mga players nitong Nueva Ecija, kung tutuusin, lahat sila key players, walang rotation player in Nueva Ecija. I mean, when you say that Jay Collado and Michael Mabulak are on the bench right now, you'd think you have a easier time with the lineup on the floor. But when you look at this, you've got Taganas, you've got Balucanag, you've got Renz Palma. These guys are bangers as well. Kaya medyo mahirap pagdating sa loob ng paint kung ikaw ay kalaban ng Nueva Ecija.
There's no drop-off in quality when the starters come in.
Yep. And even in the guard spot, I mean, Hesed Gabo goes to the bench. You've got Jonathan Oiloan in and Chris Biton. You're not losing anything with the players that's replaced on the floor.
And with our scheduler in Phil Basket, na sunod-sunod yung laro, you really need depth so you can pwede mo pahingayin yung mga players mo. Here's Troy Ignacio. This is Jerry Pingoy, the former Adamson Falcon, FPU baby Tam, and he's sporting some facial hair now. He's not quite James Harden levels yet, but let's give it a few weeks.
Right. And so far, Atami Sardines stuck at 8 for quite a while, and they've been having difficulty converting on their offensive end.
Jonathan Oiloan.
Now's a good time to run for Atami. There you go.
Ignacio.
There you go.
Bautista.
That's really how they beat Pasig Realtors with every turnover, when every live turnover, they go on a run and they convert with those movements in open floor.
And our graphics guy mistakenly credited it to the other team. There, that's better. And then 24-10, we have a report from Naj Mirabales.
Thank you, Bob. Ito nga si Michael Mabulak, natuhod daw siya sa kanyang kaliwang tuhod. Pero nung tinanong ko naman siya kung kaya pa niya maglaro, isang matunog na oo naman ang nakuha natin. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Naja Mirabales. So we will be seeing more of Michael Mabulak. Bitoon. Oh! Nothing but net.
Chris Biton, who loves to play it very quick, doing crossovers and hitting those jumpers. This guy's got really good range from straight on in the 3.
And Balucanag thought he'd saved that, but stepping is the call.
At kung ikaw si Coach Gerson, that's very good news yung sagot ni Michael Mabulak na oo naman, maglalaro pa ako.
Coco Pingoy checks out. Heruda's back in from Centro Escolar University. That's an old school, Mike.
Yep.
It's been around for a while.
Yep, that's our neighbor's school in Mindiola back in the day.
Japs Bautista off the glass. Renz Palma trying to go coast to coast. And Destacamento eats that.
Well, Renz Palma always loving to leak out in the open floor and attack. Exactly what we saw there after that outlet by Taganas. But good defense there by Atami Sardines.
This instant replay brought to you by Smart. Smart, simple. Smart ako.
That's it.
Villanar, no good. Taganas with the rebound and the quick outlet.
And both these teams, of course, loving to run.
Basketball gods didn't give us that one. Oiloan to Balocanag. Bautista for three, no good. We're in playground mode right now. Bitoon is fouled. Is that gonna count?
That one's on the ground. I don't think that's gonna count. But credit Chris Bitoon, normally a player that we would see may challenge ng konti on his right-handed, but that time he was able to finish, able to control and finish with that right-handed layup shot, although that shot did not count.
Here's the play for Manila in the MPBL. Did Nueva Ecija, did Chris Bitoon. Also played a bit for Blackwater from St. Clair College, Caloocan. Got so many small schools producing amazing players, don't you, Mike?
Yeah, which is good for basketball. I mean, there are a lot of basketball programs out there, even in the small schools, and you just need to have that proper exposure so that the players would get their due. And there are other small leagues as well that's giving that opportunity to them, just like Phil Basket does.
Here's Japs Bautista, the spin move. Jeffrey Avillanar with the finish.
That's more like it. That's the type of play that Atami Sardines usually plays. Very high pace, intentional in their drives and kickouts. And right now, that zone's got to work for Atami Sardines.
Shot clock is off for Chris Bitoon. He's going to try his luck from three-point range, and he's not going to miss. 32-17. It's been a very, very outstanding first quarter for Nueva Ecija. They are 15 points into the good against the Atami Sardines. And Coach, Atami Sardines needs more of that if they're going to get back into this game.
That's right, and especially they need to check this guy, number 27, Chris Bitoon, who's been launching it from top of the key. Somebody check that guy.
12 points for Chris Bitoon. Second quarter coming up.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And
welcome back to the Muntinlupa Sports Center. Aaron Hiruta. Japs Bautista, yeah, he's been playing a lot. He hasn't rested much.
Yep, and because he's a vital player in the Atami Sardines offense as well as on the defense. Beautiful pass there for King Destacamento.
Wonderful court vision for Bautista as Atami Sardines cuts that lead to 13.
Right now, they're sticking with that zone defense. But they gotta check Chris Bitoon, though, and prevent those threes from falling.
Taganas. Steven Chiruma misses. Taganas does as well. And I think Baby Shaq's gonna go to the 15-foot line.
Taganas is a very smart basketball player. He's able to create rebounding opportunities, not just for himself, but for his teammates. So he knows how to box out inside the paint. And ang galing niyang gumamit ng katawan niya. Hindi naman siya ganun kataas lumundag, pero he's helping the rebounding department for Nueva Ecija.
And whenever he gets the ball, he's looking to dish right away.
Right.
Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket Summer Championship, and he is, just as you are, proud Bedan.
Right.
Former Bulacan Kuya. That's where I first saw him. Way back, if you remember that side.
Right. And of course, Taganas giving those 3 outlet passes earlier, showing his basketball IQ, always looking for that outlet. Beautiful.
And wonderful reverse from Javillonar, who is up to 7 points already. Leading all scorers, of course, is Chris Bituon. There's the assist delivery of the game, brought to you by Happily Korean Kitchen. Happily Korean Kitchen is available via delivery and takeout on your Grab app. I want to say a little bit about Happily. Our Happily dinner has already arrived. It's there on the table behind us. At hindi natin pwedeng kainin kasi nagtatrabaho tayo. And yeah, I just hope this game doesn't go to overtime because I could use some of that Korean grub.
Ang sarap yan ang happily na yan
We've got the beef with the sesame again and the chicken. We had it the other night at hindi talaga nakakasawa. And this is Byron Villarreal's catch and shoot. No good. And then he comes up with the steal. Bituon. Hard to the basket. Doesn't get the roll.
But
and Choi Ignacio for 3. Rebound Siruma.
We expected a fast-paced game today because these teams both love to run on live turnovers as Chris Bituon continues with the onslaught.
14 points for Bituon. He had a very good Batman and Robin combination with Aris Dioniso in Manila. It's now Dioniso, of course, in the PBA. Javillonar and foul on Siruma.
Yeah, Siruma came in late after that shot fake by Javillonar as he moved left. Tried to recover by extending his arm. He's called for that foul.
36-21, 15-point lead.
Tito Jaime is going to lift here.
Japs Bautista in and out.
So far, Chris Bituon leading all scorers with 12, followed by Bautista and Mabula.
Heruta, 3-on-1. Ignacio converts. And Coach Noy Catalan wants to talk this over. The lead is down to 13. You're watching Phil Basket Summer Championship 2022. This instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart at home. After these reminders, we'll bring you more of this second quarter. Welcome back, Byron Villarreal. I want to remind everybody we've got 3 games tomorrow in San Jose del Monte. Tanduay versus Muntinlupa. Danao takes on Pasig, and then this Atami Sardines team will tangle with the San Juan Knights at the 7 p.m. game. If you're in the Bulacan area, you want to watch some Phil Basket, please come on over. Admission is free. JJ Collado with the basket. Gabo has fouled Heruta. 38-23. There is Hubert De Los Santos, the rest of the brain trust from Atami Sardines. And we've got a foul here.
Number 7 has it go his second 14th foul for Nueva. Substitution for Atami Sardines Zamboanga, Jason Strait, replacing King Sacramento.
Jason Strait is in the game. Former UE Red Warrior.
For 19 seconds to shoot.
Pamboy Raimundo now on the floor for Nueva Ecija, joining the guard rotation of the team.
And that hasn't worked out for Atami. And there is that 9, Michael Wico, skating in to bring Nueva Ecija up to 40. And that was a quick timeout after a timeout. And 40-23. We will return after this. Watching the third and final game on our slate tonight. Bob Guerrero with Coach Mike Perez. Straight. Japs Bautista. Nagpahinga na ba si Japs Bautista?
Hindi pa nagpapahinga yan.
Grabe.
Nagpapahinga. Kanina pa yan nandyan.
Oo nga eh.
And I think that only goes to show you the value of a Japs Bautista in the rotation of Atami Sardines.
Meanwhile, we have another. Well, we'll get to the report of Najmi Rivales in a moment. Now we've got. She's ready for a report. Najmi Rivales, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Bob. Oo, si Japs, ewan ko na lang kung magpapahinga pa yan, ha? Kasi kanina nung nakausap natin yan, smiling face talaga yan. He seems very excited dahil his former teammates noon, nung nasa Basilan pa sila, ay nakakalaro na naman niya today. Sobrang lakas daw ng Nueva Ecija, pero siya naman daw sobrang excited pa din na makalaro sila. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this Nueva Ecija is a bit of a super team, isn't it, Mike?
That's right. Like what I mentioned earlier, there's no rotation player really. Everybody's got a key role to play for Coach Gerson and Nueva Ecija. Kaya kung ikaw ang coach ng ibang teams, medyo nakikita mo yung luxury na meron itong Nueva Ecija.
Because they're a combination of, I think, 3 teams that have come together. I think a lot of the players from the champion AICC Manila team are here. Meanwhile, Chico Jaime knocked in a 3-pointer. Cuts the lead to 14.
Well, let's just hope that starts Chito Jaime on a shooting streak here.
Our prize money sponsor is E-Medisure Pharmacy. 1 million pesos for the winning side. The champion side here. Michael Wico off the glass.
Yan ang kagandahan kay Michael Wico, no? You don't see him on ball creating for himself, but instead off ball you see a lot of activity from him. Backdoor screens, back cuts, curls. He gets himself into those spots, kaya siya nakakascore.
Wico offloads to Pamboy Raimundo, who can't get it to fall. Heruta. Mosqueda. Oh, what a finish from Chino Mosqueda, the third.
And that's what really Atami does. Again, fast break, transition, and open floor with the defense not set up. That's really their bread and butter from a point standpoint.
Yet they're still behind a big margin. Mabulak.
See that
Wico.
cut again. See that cut again by Michael Wico. He's not just standing around. He's going to those open spots. And once he gets it there, he knows what to do, how to create for that score.
I guess if you're a young basketball player, you know, there's so much you can do when you don't have the ball.
Right.
Straight.
Middle ball screen. We expect Chito Jaime to lift here after that middle ball screen.
And Ruta will see that one swirl in and out.
And Michael Vico always looking to those open spots. See that drive again, although that was deflected. Pero kita mo yung libre siya sa ilalim.
Vico to Mabulak. Philip Manalang is in the game, by the way, para sa Nueva Ecija. And this is the move of the game from our presenting sponsor, Pure Gold. May halo pang shooter's bounce.
Yep.
Pero bibilangin lahat yan.
Tsaka sobrang lakas ng katawan niya ni Chino Mosqueda. Even through traffic, he can finish. Michael Mabulak already with 3 assists in this game. And to go with 7 points, or 8 points rather. And then when you have a passing big guy, sobrang sarap niyan if he's part of your team.
And I think Will Macaloni's got a few passes in him as well.
Right.
Cebuano has checked into the game.
You see, even with just Michael Vico being the third big guy on the floor, kita mo talaga lumalaban inside the paint yung Nueva Ecija na yan. Oh, beautiful kick out.
Jaime, 12-footer. Count it. And Morido has checked in as well for Tommy Sardines.
Yeah, good recognition by Chino Mosqueda there, seeing that he was able to attract the defense, immediately kicks it out to Chito Jaime.
Manalang, count it, rattles in. And Nueva Ecija closing in on the half-century mark, and we still have 3.5 minutes to go.
That I think is the high-octane offense of itong Nueva Ecija, and if you're not up to it, you're not able to check their inside and fast break game, and you're missing your shots, you're gonna have to pay.
And Will Macaloni has, I believe, done a clean block on that Mosqueda, and it even drew a foul.
And making it difficult, though, pa rin is yung they're not making shots. Speaking of Atami Sardines, the number of attempts much lower than that of Nueva Ecija from two-point region alone. Nueva Ecija has attempted 23 times, while Atami Sardines only has 12 attempts from the two-point region.
Very efficient basketball here from Nueva Ecija. Although nothing efficient about that miss there from Wico and Chito. Adi Santos. Great ball there from Reggie Morido.
The last 6 points of Atami Sardines have all come from open floor, except for that one by Chito Jaime on that kick out by Chino Mosqueda. But everything else has really come from the open floor.
And the former San Sebastian Stag, Pamboy Raimundo, with the three-pointer, and it's a 19-point lead now, 51-32. Atami Sardines have to make some stops here.
That's right. And it's the, as Morido sinks that three, it's really the ball movement and the man movement of Nueva Ecija that's making the rotations very difficult for Atami Sardines, especially as they stick to that zone. Side ball screen here.
Philip Manalang gonna take things into his own hands. And the defense of Atami Sardines is just getting shredded tonight.
Miscommunication there on the coverage of that two-man game. Chito Jaime going high, and instead Manalang rejects that screen and goes to the baseline and able to slither in the paint to finish that layup.
Philip Manalang. Formerly played for Basilan, another former UE Red Warrior.
Subdivision Cup for Eric Garuda.
averaging 1.9 points a game. And there's Coco Pingoy. We've got some issue here with our referees. We're going to hear an announcement from Noel Zarate in a moment.
We have a correction in the score. The 2-point field goal awarded to Reggie Morito is now a 3-point field goal for Reggie Morito.
So Morito gets an upgrade on his outside shot. And that'll be an 18-point lead instead of a 19-point lead. But every point counts.
Right. As we saw in that previous game.
Oh, yeah.
As you see, that foot really barely outside the 3-point line.
That was close.
Right, pretty close, pretty close.
Parang yung sa tennis, di ba? Yung ang tawag doon, yung something hawk na technology nila. Hawkeye technology. And Chino Jaime is going to have 3 chances here from the 4.5-meter line.
And Nueva Ecija players claiming that he didn't touch him and there was no landing spot committed. But that call will stay and Chito Jaime will get 3 free throws.
I want to say that landing spot rule has only been introduced in the last, what, 15 years?
No, I think...
or sooner?
After that Kawhi Leonard thing, that foul by Zaza Pachulia on Kawhi Leonard in the semifinals or the conference finals in the NBA, I think that's when they start looking at it.
It's a great rule. It really protects the players.
Right. Before, back in the day, you just do that and you stop that shooter from shooting.
Nananadya, no?
Yeah.
Happily, Korean Kitchen is available by delivery and takeout sa Grab. Chito Jaime will knock in the first of 3 attempts as Balucanag is checked back in.
And I'm sure Atami Sardines slowly will try to chip on this deficit.
Looks like that was a 2-pointer because they only gave him 2 free throws.
Okay.
Michael Huico. Manalang.
Oh, what a move by Manalang.
That was a real quick change of direction.
Nueva Ecija Capitals.
17-point lead, and Nueva Ecija wants to talk things over. 54-37. We'll be right back. President Jai Reyes. He really should be playing out here. I think he's good enough to start for some of these teams, but a bit too busy here running this Phil Basket Summer Championship 2022 presented by Pure Gold. And talk about the defense getting shredded there. Will Macaloni with the easiest of layups.
Oh, and a block on the other end by Balucanag.
A clean block. Chino Mosqueda.
Oh.
Another block.
That was a long closeout there by Macaloni, really playing defense for Nueva Ecija.
2 blocks in 1 play. How often do you see that? Adi Santos! And si Mosqueda ang nagligpit dyan para sa Atami Sardines. And Macaloni has brought it up to 58. And you got to check the record books, I think, for Phil Basket. This 58 points in the first half, parang nangangamoy na record to eh.
Mukha nga, mukha nga.
Tanungin
That's
natin
pretty
ang
high.
mga ano. Oh, the behind the back pass from Philip Manalang. And nahiya pa mag-dunk si Macaloni.
Nahiya. But that was those cherry picks by Nueva Ecija.
The referees are not impressed by Pamboy Raimundo.
Yeah, really taking advantage of those misses.
Jaime! Boy! Atami Sardines needs this. The shot clock is off. 14 seconds. Can Nueva Ecija put a little bit more hurt on Atami Sardines? Macaloni is gonna go to the line. Wow. Chito Jaime kind of put his, now look at this assist. That's got to be one of the best assists of the game there from Philip Manalang.
And he ends up with a smile as he heads back to his front court.
So you're the guy with all the terminology here. Anong tawag sa ganyan?
I don't know that.
Hindi pa pinapangalanan yan, ano?
Wala pa.
You know, what is it? Off-foot floater mo kanina.
Yeah.
Grabe. Macaloni will stick in the second one. It's just, you know, Atami Sardines, their output of 42 points in this
Not bad.
first half is not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
But it's 20 points below the production of the Nueva Ecija Capitals, who are rolling here against Atami Sardines. They lead 62-42. Halftime analysis from Coach Mike Perez is coming your way in a bit. We'll be right back.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day! My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Hi, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Nagbabalik po ang PhilBasket Summer Championship. We're here in Muntinlupa Sports Complex, wherein Atami Sardines is trailing behind Nueva Ecija with a score of 62-42. We are here with one-armed Mamba, Kat Tan. Kat, good to see you here. Masayang-masaya kami na nandito ka. Kat, what can you say about the level of play here in PhilBasket?
Actually, it's not very surprising na the level of competitiveness kasi given na actually this is my first time watching live basketball again since the pandemic started. So it's very, I enjoyed the game that I watched previously, and now I really enjoy the hype and the vibe of basketball. So, and knowing na Filipino basketball players, they're very talented and skilled basketball players. So yeah, I am enjoying it. Yeah.
That's good to hear, Kat. Kat, gusto lang namin malaman, sino yung nagsa-stand out para sa'yo? Who caught your attention?
Wala naman. No one in particular, but you know, I mean, I don't wanna play favorites here, but you know, I'm very again, I enjoyed watching these guys play. So yeah, yun na lang para.
Safe ah. Kat, baka may gusto ka i-promote tsaka mga gustong batiin.
No, I just, of course, also support women's basketball as the same way as you support men's basketball. So, yun lang. And also, yung ano ko na lang, Instagram, at the Wonder Mamba. So, yun. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kat. Enjoy. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Nadia. It's good to see women's basketball being supported because that's, for me, the next frontier. I think women's basketball can be really big in the Philippines. But meanwhile, it's the gentlemen who are putting on the show. And Nueva Ecija, the Capitals, have absolutely rocked this Atami Sardines this first 20 minutes, Coach.
And they did that by solving the zone defense of Atami Sardines and also controlling the transition plays in this match. As we see there, Jab Bautista and the Chito Jaime trying to inch their way closer versus Nueva Ecija, but really the interior passing and the finishes of Nueva Ecija just too much for Atami Sardines, as they are down right now by 20, and even in open floor, just like that one by Macaloni, things just kind of looked easy for Nueva Ecija in that half.
And look at the percentages here. Interesting stat on the two-point field goals for Atami Sardines, Coach.
Right, with two takeaways here. Nueva Ecija is getting more attempts than that of Atami Sardines. However, it's Atami Sardines that converts much better on the field goals from two, shooting 70% versus 50%. 50% is not bad, but 70% is impressive. A lot of that conversion is really because of fast break points in open court for Atami Sardines. Now, if you look at the three-point field goals, 53% versus 29%. Again, it plays more to the rotation of the players, especially with those three triples of Chris Buton. That's really spread this game wide open for Nueva Ecija. Assists, of course, again, going back, the usual ball movement, especially against that zone, finding those open seams, and the bench has really contributed. Every player that's been pulled out for Nueva Ecija has contributed to the cause of the Capitals at the first half.
And for the leading scorers for both sides, balanced scoring from Nueva Ecija.
Right, and Chris Buton again leading the way with 14 points, 3 of them coming from the three-point region. And on the other side, Chito Jaime silently contributing 12 points. He was out for a good time there in the first half, but when he came back, he hit those booming threes and those floaters, enough to make him the leading scorer for Atami Sardines, followed by Jabs Bautista, Jeff Abilionar, and Chino Mosqueda, all with 7 points apiece.
Atami Sardines with a mountain to climb, trailing by a big 20-point margin against a team that has just looked imperious. And Michael Huico, what a game he is having from San Fernando, Pampanga, and also from San Sebastian.
And in as much, Bob, as this game is important for Nueva Ecija to keep their top 4 position in the seedings, it's really urgent for Atami Sardines to be able to win this one, because their next 3 assignments are not really that easy. San Juan Knights, all-star Bacolod bowlers as well as the Tanduay Ram Masters are waiting on the wings to take on Atami Sardines, which could play a huge role in their place or ranking in the 18s.
That could very, I mean, you want to, with no disrespect to Atami Sardines, that's a murderer's row.
Right.
Pwede silang mablanko doon.
Correct. There is a possibility. But again, of course,
Tanduay hasn't lost.
Right. And knowing Atami Sardines, these guys are going to give a good fight. And we'll try to get that those much needed wins for them to advance into the next round.
Jaime, no good from 3-point range. Jonathan Oiloan with the rebound.
And again, that was beautifully set up for Chito Jaime.
Strong of 5 on the floor for the Atami Sardines. Ruta, Mosqueda, Santos, Bautista, and Jaime. There's Bautista again. He's had to play a lot of minutes today.
And right now, Atami Sardines able to run their dribble weaves and their ball screen action because Nueva Ecija is playing man. But once they switch to zone, that play's gotta switch, gotta stop for Atami Sardines.
Adi Santos there with the erasure on Michael Mabulak. Great vertical leap as Uiloan takes the 3-pointer. No good.
And Adi Santos has been marvelous here for Atami Sardines. He's always been that important key cog, giving them everything that they need to win a match. Beautiful roll there.
Santos draws the foul from JJ Collado.
Well-timed roll and a good pass from Japs Bautista. Intended for Adi Santos. And immediately after that missed coverage, you see Michael Wico and Mabulak talking to each other, wanting to correct the miscommunication on that last coverage.
Basketball is a talking game. A lot of it is about the communication, verbal, non-verbal. Wow, free throw violation. Well, the shot had been missed anyway. 23 big points. Nueva Ecija can just trade baskets here and they'll be fine.
But Atami Sardines got to put a stop to all these point production of Nueva Ecija. Right now, they're setting it up for that high-low. But if that doesn't come for Nueva Ecija, they always have that option for Jay Collado to take off with that shot.
And there's the finish from Adi Santos, who picks it up after Japs Bautista loses the handle on the ball.
And like what we said earlier, Nueva Ecija is one of those teams that runs a lot of offensive schemes. They have horns, they've got baseline screens, they got middle ball screens, and all these different ways and creativity to score. They all have it in Nueva Ecija.
And Phil Basket is brought to you by Celium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. Biton, Michael Wico, and an obvious travel there. Wico gets his passport stamped. And you could have called that one from outer space. You're going to see it here. Yeah, baby steps.
Yeah, didn't even complain at all. He knew it. He knew it.
He got blocked too.
Right.
For good measure. Here's another block. Bautista doing the volleyball move, and Jay Collado obliterates him. And it's clean.
Yep. And
wow.
Yun ang mahirap pag ganun kalaki, pag nakasabay mo sa ere si Jay Collado. He's not that a leaper, but you know the contact should make you change your shot.
All ball, say the refs. Michael Wico dishes to Bitoon, who can't get the finish. Bautista, why not from 3-point range?
And Atami Sardines gotta be a little bit more patient on their offensive sets. Efficient as they were in the second half, they gotta get those volume attempts as well.
And that is beautiful basketball right there, Mike Perez.
Right, keeping it very simple. Give and go.
Give and go na may extra pass pa ata.
Correct. Tsaka sarap tingnan ng gano'n, no? Yung pumasa ka, bumakdoor ka, pinasahan mo yung kakampi mo.
That assist delivery is brought to you by Happy Lee Korean Kitchen, available by delivery and takeout on your Grab app.
And that action was really initiated by that recognition of Michael Mabulak na naka-aggressive yung bantay niya, so he went backdoor.
And we have a report from Nadia Miravares.
Thanks, Bob. Coach Hubert told his guys to be more aggressive. Hindi daw dapat pakawalan ng mga 50-50 balls dahil aggressive ang Nueva Ecija sa mga ganitong chances. At hiling ni Coach Hubert, mas higpitan pa ang depensa this half. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Well, thanks. Goes without saying there when you've been roasted for 62 points in one half.
Yeah.
But you should do better in the second.
But the important thing there is that kung ano yung pinag-usapan natin, we're supposed to see that on the floor. Otherwise, we're going to end up with the same results.
It's that quote about insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You see a lot of that in this world, unfortunately.
We look at the second chance points here. 12 versus 2 in favor of Nueva Ecija. Just relentless on almost every category here.
We'd like to thank Contigo Scoreboard Multi-Sports Scoring Solutions for their invaluable help here in Phil Basket. Mosqueda, no good.
And Atami Sardines, Zamboanga really just limited to one attempt.
And we'd like to report that Daniel De Hoya is stepped into the game for Atami Sardines. So hopefully he can bring some energy for Coach Hubert's team.
And almost everything, every stat there is favors Nueva Ecija except for those two-point conversion, where right now still 70% for Atami Sardines. I mean, they've been efficient, but they need volume shots.
Yep. 21 points. Yaruta slithers back the ball. Happily Korean Kitchen, available by delivery and takeout. De Hoya doesn't get the finish.
Yeah, pero ang bilis nung recognition niya nun. He knew that after that second action of that weave, that middle ball screen was coming. He rejected that ball screen by shifting immediately, going right. Galing nung ginawa na yun ni Daniel De Hoya.
Hindi lang nakuha yung
basket.
finish.
Yeah.
Maybe this time, not quite. That goes straight to the woodwork. Second-generation basketball player is Daniel De Hoya, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, his dad is 4 years, I guess, ahead of me in San Beda, Mendiola. And those guys, those batch of players from San Beda back then, woo! Maki De Hoya, Ronnie Magsano, Altamirano. Who else were those guys? Manyoska. Grabe yung lineup na yun.
Two of the names you mentioned became coaches, Eric Altamirano and Ronnie Magsano.
Right.
As King Destacamento has converted the layup.
Well, I've coached this guy, King Destacamento, and he used to play for San Beda, Alabang, but I got to coach him in some recreational league. And this guy really finishes better on alley-oops and lobs as opposed to making him create. So right now, I guess he's trying to find his niche in this team. And he knows that he's much better than what he is now.
So he's an Alehoy specialist.
Yes.
Probably not a lot of those around. Hesed Gabo stops, pops, misses, but the follow-up in Balocanag, no good. Taganas is gonna go to the line. Am I pronouncing his name correctly? Taganas? Taganas?
Taganas.
Taganas. Apologies to the Taganas family.
And Taganas, like we mentioned earlier, very high IQ player, straight out of the San Beda basketball program from the Lions Den, and really knows how to use his body inside, either to create rebounding opportunities for himself or for his teammates.
You know, your skills may leave you as you grow older. I don't think your hoops IQ ever does.
Yes. So automatic sa kanya pag naka-convert yung kalaban, nilalabas niya kagad yung bola looking for that outlet. And we saw that I think 4 or 5 times earlier in the first half.
Full court press for Nueva Ecija. King destacamento. And Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket Summer Championship.
King Destacamento had a finish there, but that defense made him change his intention, airborne.
I said Gabo.
Oh, beautiful pass there.
Byron Villarias, Renz Palma! And the whole bench of Nueva Ecija just went bananas on that three-pointer from Renz Palma.
How do you check that set? Every option got closed out, but immediately they find another option. Hockey passes all over. Wow, just beautiful basketball here by Coach Jerson's Nueva Ecija team.
Instant replay from Smart. Simple. Smart ako. And I gather that Renz Palma doesn't hit very many threes because Nueva Ecija really whooped that one up.
Right.
And Destacamento, he's not the most technically proficient of free throwers. Maybe he'll probably prove me wrong on this one. Is that the first one is hard off the rim, and so is the second.
Shots a little bit flat for a guy his height. You gotta put a little more arc to it.
For me, the player with the best arc, as we see Destacamento convert off the assist from Jerry Pingoy, the player with the best arc for me, Kiefer Ravena.
Yep.
He puts the ball so high in the air, it's almost dropping down vertically.
And there's a reason for that. What the coaches would say is that the higher your arc would be, it looks that the rim from the top of the perspective of the ball seems more complete from a circle standpoint. It doesn't look flat at all, so it's easier for it to go in.
I remember one player though who had a very low arc, but he made a lot of shots. Bill Laimbeer from the Detroit Pistons.
Oh yeah.
I guess nasanay siya nung bata na ganyan yung arc niya. And obviously, he was a fantastic player. Not the best friend of Larry Bird, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
They don't send Christmas cards to each other, but a great player. Palma again for three. And he will miss, and Taganas is there. And again, the Nueva Ecija bench. You love a team that celebrates small wins.
And the big boy finally gets his candy.
Javillonar. And he'll get the basket and the chance for the bonus from the line as well.
Good read there by Daniel De Hoya, seeing that from getting that pass from the short corner and seeing that roll, immediately passing it to Jeff.
Was he part of that champion NU team? Or was he just before? That's a good question. I know Napes, and we're there.
Oh, ganda ng pass.
Parang no look. Palma!
That ball went in, went out, and went back in the shaded area.
We call that in golf, we call that a margarita when the ball swirls around the rim like that.
Grabe yung distribution ng sharing ng bola dito para sa Nueva Ecija.
Wild attempt there from Coco Pingoy. Here's Palma again. Pass into Balucanag.
And the thing about Nueva Ecija is that they don't care who gets the credit. They're just after the win.
78-54. Nueva Ecija putting more space. Balucanag with the turnaround, kind of hook shot there, and we will take a break. More third quarter action after this. welcome back. And we just want to say hello to Coach Jerson Cabiltes, who's just messaged Mike Perez that he has a severe headache. Lahat ng sakit ng ulo dito ngayon sa ating court. Sa ating court, nasa depensa ng Zamboanga.
Correct.
They're getting torched tonight. And Javillonar will miss. Gabo behind the back pass, a bit too fancy. Reggie Morido.
Oh, good recovery there by Hesed Gabo.
Picked off by Hesed Gabo. Again, Coach Jerson, we wish you a very speedy recovery from your headache. And here's Pamboy Raimundo.
And I think Coach Jerson Pamboy dedicates that 3 for you, hoping you'll feel better soon. And we'd love to see you back here on field basket.
And we've got an offensive foul as Reggie Morido has decked Raimundo.
That's his first 14th foul for Sardines.
And no, that's not allowed in basketball. Hesed Gabo.
No switch right there.
Balukanag. Raimundo Gabo.
Wow. Street balling now. Hesed Gabo just feeling it.
2-on-1 para sa Atami Sardines. And token defense there from Renz Palma. Balukanag is going to go to the line.
Grabe yung intensity ng Nueva Ecija. They're up this much, pero talagang nakadiin pa rin. They're still putting that pressure on the Atami Sardines. And again, Nueva Ecija just want to secure their top 4 seeding as much as possible, stay on that number 2 spot so that they get that twice to beat advantage and get a lesser difficult team to go up against.
Ramdam na ramdam mo talaga yung team spirit ng Nueva Ecija, no?
Yep.
Every play, especially from their non-starters.
Right.
Pinapalakpakan nila, and Renz Palma has knocked in a short stab, 85-56, 29-point lead.
Wow.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. It's more of the same. Nueva Ecija are tearing this Atami Sardines defense to shreds.
And wherever Atami goes, there's always Nueva Ecija counter to it, be it on the offense, on the defensive end, even those threes just booming there, and it's just all Nueva Ecija right now.
The last 10 minutes coming up here on Field Basket. De Hoya to inbound, and here is Pamboy Raimundo. And if you're a coach, you know, if you're Hubert De Los Santos, what do you say to your team at a time like this?
Well, first thing is you want to start being methodical about it, and you have to be doing this really quick. But at the rate that Nueva Ecija has been going, it really imposes more challenge to them as we see the scoring by quarters in that third quarter, 23 versus 14. And again, it really boils down to the volume shots taken by Nueva Ecija versus that of Atami Sardines.
Siruma. Turnover para sa Nueva Ecija. Pingoy. Reggie Morido. Nagpapakilala kay Will Macaloni. And I think Macaloni was in the no charge circle, right? So Will Macaloni could have been there for the last 10 years, and Morido runs into him, and it's still not a charge, right?
And so, well, one thing really that you like about Nueva Ecija is you alluded to that earlier, yung kahit na yung mga players na nasa bench that should have playing time, cheering on the guys on the floor kahit na gano'n na yung laman. And maybe that's one thing that some of our young players in the lower level leagues could learn from, that the team is really bigger than what you really intend for yourself.
It's all about building a culture within a team, isn't it? As Medisure Pharmacy is our prize money sponsor. Balukanag can't get a handle on it. Raimundo. The one-hander. Pingoy. Morido strong to the basket. Siruma fouls him.
Fouls on number 20, Steven Siruma. That's his second.
Parang nawala yung bilis at saka yung crispiness ng mga pasa at mga movement nitong Atami Sardines after that run in the second quarter by Nueva Ecija.
Pingoy for three. Not there. And we've got a big battle for that rebound, and Will Macaloni comes up the winner. The former Cebu Shark also has some PBA experience.
Out of bounds to Atami Sardines, Zamboanga.
And we will turn you now over to Naj Miravalles.
Thank you, Bob. Kaninang third quarter, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo relax pa tong si Coach Hubert. Pero pagdating ng fourth quarter, he's no longer in a good mood. Kasi sabi nga niya, para bang nabasa na ng Nueva Ecija yung mga plays nila. Ngayon, ang magagawa na lang daw talaga nila ay dumepensa at shumut. Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Nadja. 8-second violation there on Daniel De Hoya.
Can't be happy with that if you're Coach Hubert. Coach Hubert really just shaking his head after that unforced error for his team.
Siruma kicks it out. Pingoy on Manalang, and from 8-second violation, we get a 24-second violation.
But you see the difference there. Itong Nueva Ecija lamang, pero yung galaw nila parang sila yung gustong humabol pa sa lamang eh.
Yeah, I mean, wala atang garbage time dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Right. Oh, good block there by Macaloni.
That's his second of the day.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Galing ng pagkakatime ni Will Macaloni on that left-handed hook shot by Destacamento.
Drafted by Blackwater. From Naga, Cebu. I've ridden past that town, and I have a very good family friend, Jess Alcordo, who's from Naga, Cebu. Sarao. We're going deep into the lineup here. JP Sarao and Philip Manalang brings Nueva Ecija that much closer to the century mark. Daniel De Hoya. Pingoy. Gonna try the three-pointer. Oh, medyo alat ang tira ni Jerry Pingoy ngayong gabing to.
And you see, even itong si JP Sarao knows his role in this team. And the last guy off the bench here for the Nueva Ecija Capitals, that's Philip Manalang there.
Pure gold move of the day from Philip Manalang. A bit of a shake and bake there to confuse Jerry Pingoy. Troy Ignacio is checking back in. Raimundo, skip pass. Siruma to Macaloni.
Interior passing pa rin ang Nueva Ecija. Yan yung nagpatalo dun sa Kuala Lumpur. Their intentional interior passing coupled with their physicality. And I guess that's really the brand of basketball Nueva Ecija has. As we see a foul there by Sarao on
Heruta.
It's
gonna be 3 trips to the line, I would imagine.
So Atami Sardines, after this game, they're looking at San Juan Knights, the Bacolod Bowlers, and the Tanduay Rum Masters. All these teams are in the top 5. Difficult assignments and must wins at that for Atami Sardines.
Kumbaga, tapos na yung madaling part ng schedule nila. Pero record nila 3-3 pa rin, and it's about to become 3-4 unless something truly remarkable happens in the next 6 minutes and 43 seconds.
That's right. And I guess their hope would be for the other teams also sporting the similar 3-3 records would lose their next assignment, so that at least they'll have a good chance to probably still get in that final 8 teams.
Right now, the cellar dwellers are, of course, the 2 collegiate teams, and then DMZ, Danao City, just won 1 game. Sarao for 3, no good. We'd like to thank Antigua Scoreboard, multi-sports scoring solutions. This is Reggie Morido. Troy Ignacio, count it! Troy Ignacio, if not a former NU Bulldog, former player of Basilan Steel Jumbo Plastic.
And if I'm Coach Hubert, I'm liking what I'm seeing in Morido. He's really been the one light that shows a lot of effort for Atami Sardines.
Siruma. Sarao! Sarao again is hacked. And is there a foul on the play? No foul. 12 seconds to shoot. So this is our last game day of the night here in Muntinlupa. We shift to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, as Pamboy Raimunda knocks in a jumper. Villanar, wild finish. Macaloni's got a bunch of rebounds. Manalang. Macaloni, one-hander off the glass, is no good. Heruta. Kapos ang finish ni Aaron Heruta. Here's Pamboy Raimundo kicking it out to Siruma, who I think stepped on the line.
Yep. Now, Nueva Ecija naman, yung mga remaining games niya, they get Muntinlupa EOG, followed by San Juan Knights and Pasig Realtors. Maybe not so much a difficult assignment compared to what Atami Sardines has to go through.
Yes. Muntinlupa has been rather inconsistent.
Yeah. And they're going up against the #1 team tomorrow versus Tanduay, and that's gonna be very interesting, especially if you're a Muntinlupa fan. Grabe.
Oh, what a play from Will Macaloni, reverse off the glass. He's quietly built up a good game here, and Great dish from Siruma. That is the assist delivery of the game from Happily Korean Kitchen. 91-64. More fourth quarter action in from Phil Basket coming after this. There's me right behind him on that shot. Jai Reyes, our president, founder, commissioner. Macaloni knocking in the free throw. 92-64. King Destacamento. Troy Ignacio will miss. And there's a foul away from the ball. Capitals just one foul away from penalty. 14 seconds to shoot. Pingoy. Avillanar, Tinapik.
2.2 seconds on the shot clock. 2.2.
As we see there, Coach Marlon, well, a new addition to the Atami Sardines coaching staff. When he came in, there were significant changes on how they're running the offense. So maybe some inputs from Coach Marlon there, which triggered those changes. Not that the previous offense was going, but maybe it's just better blended with how the players responded to that ploy.
And he's got a lot of work to do, doesn't he? Back to the drawing board. Daniel De Hoya, no-look pass to Destacamento.
That's more like really King Destacamento's strength. Out in the open floor, given an eye-in-the-eye pass, and this time really able to finish in his comfort zone with the left hand right there in open floor.
Shooting the bonus, King Destacamento.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. The starters of Nueva Ecija have been rested for a while now, but the shock troops doing their bit to maintain this lead. Macaloni, Sarao. And the attempt at the fast break, last touch, Nueva Ecija. And the call has been changed. Good communication there from the referees, coach.
Philip Manalang rather, immediately kind of like thanking the referees for that change in that call, which was really the right call to make. And when you look at Nueva Ecija, Bob, they're really still executing despite this huge lead, and sharing with Coach Gerson that his guys are really doing very well on the floor right now despite this lead. He says it's the Capitals way. So I guess that's the culture that he's built for this team.
And I guess also, you know, when you're out here, you might as well practice your sets, your plays. As Byron Villarias has picked up a foul and will also go to the line.
As we see that looper of an inbound for Villarias. Well, this guy scored double figures in their last game against Pasig as well.
Villarreal, a real veteran, 34 years old. Phil Basket is brought to you by Celium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. King Destacamento. Coco Pingoy. Destacamento, long two. Tapikan. Naming Whitney Macaloni. Villarreal. Siruma gets his own rebound and knocks it in.
Look at the Nueva Ecija players going at Siruma, congratulating him for that made basket. It looked like his first basket in his entire life.
And they go out there and throw a towel at his face in celebration. 96-67. We'll take a break. More fourth quarter action coming your way. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. We brought up the something interesting, Coach Mike, that the Mark Anthony Bringas is in street clothes today. He's not activated.
Yep.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Smart. Smart, simple, smart ako.
And Sarao continues to give a good account of himself, and Macaloni again with another block. And really just the collective effort of Nueva Ecija despite this huge lead. Look at Macaloni still going for those blocks.
In the long line of Cebuano big men, June Mar, Greg Slaughter. Maybe Will Macaloni not yet in that category, but you know.
Right.
Manalang.
And I guess there's more work for Atami
Siruma
Sardines.
for three.
Oh!
It goes down. The Nueva Ecija bench is really going berserk now.
I wonder what he'll throw at him this time.
99-67. Destacamento. Pingoy for three. Kanina pa siya pumupukol ng tres. Pero now he's able to connect.
Well, the percentages has gone down a bit, but it's still pretty good for Atami Sardines. They're still shooting much better than Nueva Ecija, converting 52% of their 36 shots.
What a strange statistic, really, when you think about it.
Right. And the volume shots still going with Nueva Ecija. They got 55 attempts versus that of only 36 for Atami Sardines.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
And you would like to think that this will catch up, especially with kind of like garbage time now.
I was hoping Daniel De Hoya would dunk that, but no, just a vanilla layup. And it's great to see De Hoya hustling until the very end. Reminds me of that game, I think it was Gilas against Italy or Serbia, when Bolick was diving for a loose ball, down by like 50 points.
Right.
That's how you got to play this game. De Hoya, eventually the Destacamento will knock it in. Great to see the hustle. Nueva Ecija, 1 point to get to 3 digits.
The question now is, will they attempt for it?
Oh, offensive foul. A naughty little move there from Philip Manalang. No, JP Sarao.
JP Sarao was the one who's called, yeah.
De Hoya. Pingoy thought about taking the three. And are they going to take a shot at all? I think they should. They're down by 25 points. It's their right to. Straight. And there's the follow-up from Destacamento. And that will be it. Nueva Ecija The Novo Ecijanos go to 7-1. Atami Sardines slip to 3-4. It isn't close. The Capitals win 99-76.
Well, both teams started out really strong and very intentional with their sets. And the first quarter was back and forth until that point when Chris Biton really just started hitting those threes and even pull-up jumpers and floaters that really made that gap between Nueva Ecija and the Atami Sardines. So again, it's going to be a difficult assignment for Atami Sardines. They'll be getting San Juan Knights, the All-Star Bacolod Bowlers, and the Tanduay Rum Masters next, and they need to win those games in order for them to at least have a chance to get into the advancing 8 teams.
99-76. And we'll send you now over to Nadia Mirabales.
Thank you, Bob. Our pure gold best player of the game is Chris Bitoon. Chris, actually, ang complaint ng mga coaches nyo is complacency. Pero this time, I doubt na kung meron pang complacency kasi the whole game, you guys were leading. Ano yung mga pagbabago na napansin mo sa team nyo?
Siyempre, nag-start muna kami sa practice. Talagang pinagandaan din namin yung team na to kasi kahit 3-3 sila, alam namin na capable sila na kaya rin nilang tumalo ng team. So yun, pinagandaan din namin talaga yung game na to para makuha yung panalan to.
Chris, nakwento ni Michael na panay daw yung bonding nyo ng team. Kamusta naman yung chemistry nyo ngayon?
Ayun, talagang solid kami inside and outside the court. Tapos kahit yung nasa bahay na kami, talaga yung group chat namin ang ingay. Tapos syempre sigabo yan. Talagang namin pag off kami, nasa gym lang kami dalawa. Yun.
Mukhang marami kang kailangang batiin Mukhang may mahaba-habang listahan yan. Simulan mo na.
First of all, pinapasalamatan ko si Lord God na walang na-injury sa amin and din sa kalaban namin. And binabati ko yung family ko na lagi nakasuporta sa akin. Yung papa ko, yung kuya ko, yung baby ko, si Princess, si Kyrie, si Adam, at yung misis ko nanonood. Tsaka binabati ko nga pala si Mayor Rian Cuevas and Boss Bong Cuevas, Sir Ivan Cuevas, tsaka sino? Ma'am Rian. And yung daily bread ni Boss Chen. Boss Chen, miss ka na namin.
Thank you, Chris. Congratulations, nalito pa no? Back to you, Bob and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Nadia, for your wonderful reporting today. So 99-76, Nueva Ecija second in the standings, trailing only Tanduay. Reminder that we are in San Jose del Monte tomorrow, but meanwhile, these are the standings. Take us through these interesting new developments, Coach.
Well, with Nueva Ecija winning this one, they now remain at second with 7-1, and the top 4 really would be Kuala Lumpur, All-Star Bacolod Bowlers, Nueva Ecija, and Tanduay Ram. But it's the 3-3 and the 3-4 teams that really are trying to jostle for that final 8 slots, hoping to get in there. So it really depends on the outcome of tomorrow's game, especially with EOG. Going up against Tanduay Ram tomorrow, and Pasig EOG and Atami Sardines gotta battle it out for that last final slot.
Here's the slate tomorrow in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Tanduay taking on Muntinlupa. Danao City MJS Zenith will accept the challenge of the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. And the main game at around 7 p.m. This Atami Sardines Zamboanga team will try to pick up the pieces, but do it against a formidable San Juan Knights squad. Thank you so much for watching Phil Basket. On behalf of the crew here, my partner Mike Perez and our courtside reporter Naj Mirabales, this is Bob Guerrero saying good night, God bless, and we hope that you will enjoy more Phil Basket with us soon. Bye for now.